welcome back to Meerkat Chris. Believe it or not, you've joined me for yet another collection update. We've got Blu-rays, games, and a particular action figure. So let's jump right in. We'll start off with the PlayStation 2 games. Starting off, we've got Tony Hawk's Proving Ground. One Tony Hawk's game that I haven't actually played myself. I think American Wasteland is my personal favourite on the PlayStation 2. Secondly, we've got Driver, or Driv 3R, I guess is what they want you to call it for some reason. I don't get how that's meant to be cool. Is it the third Driver game? You'll notice that was 99p. Next up, it seems to... Okay, it's got quite a bit of dust on it. The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. Haven't played this one. I remember playing Return of the King, I think it was, as a kid. So, you know, why not? Does come with its instruction manual and the EA Winter 2002 booklet. Let's see what was on FIFA 2003. Total player control, rule of rink. Okay, this is a load of boring stuff. There's something good. Nightfire from James Bond. Nightfire. Next up, we've got the very first Killzone for £1 at Granger Games. I don't think I got the 3 for 2. I did. What am I talking about? No, I didn't. Silly Chris. £1 for the first Killzone. Now we're moving away from PlayStation 2 and we're moving into PSP. Believe it or not, yeah. I do own a PlayStation Portable with a lot of dust. That is... I guess some of you will think that's quite disgusting. It's natural. But I bought the Little Big Planet PSP version. Didn't even know they had one on the PSP. It's in great condition for only £1. And like they say, for £1 you can't really go wrong, eh? That's something I can play on my travels. Not that I really do any travelling. We're going to skip into the film category and we're going to go with Blu-rays. So let's see what I got. Now this one is one I've been particularly looking into buying for a very long time. Gone Girl. I really wanted the Blu-ray one because not only is it a film that I need to revisit at some point soon, it comes with the amazing Amy Tattletale book, which is of course Rosamund Pike's character's book series that she writes in it. Another thing that I did get for £1, and it's a steel book of a bit underrated Tinkertail's Soldier Spy, the film adaptation from 2012, was it 11, something like that. Fun fact, this was the very first 15 age rating film I saw in the cinema. I don't even think I've actually seen an 18 in the cinema. I mean, I'm 20, so I don't really have an excuse, but yeah, that does come off. It's a sticker, but this is the biggest issue. The big scratch along the side. For £1, and I haven't really bought any steelbooks for a while. Why not? Matthew Vaughn's Kingsman, The Secret Service. Slipcover, which is the reason I put off buying it for so long, because I wanted to get it kind of reasonably cheap while still being in a near intact slipcover, and that's something that if you want to get in that condition for that price, you do have to have a lot of patience. Anyway, next up from the same year, I think they were both 2014, The Grand Budapest Hotel. Similar situation, a film I wanted to watch again. I have seen both of these. You know, it stands out on your shelf in a good way, I would say. Why not? I'll stop saying that, I swear. Next up is a film that I haven't seen, but I really want to see, and I have wanted to for quite a few years. I actually own it on DVD, Tree of Life. And finally, my Blu-ray collection update, American Hustle. David O. Russell. He's got some really good films. I have The Fighter as well on Blu-ray. Silver Linings Playbook is probably my favourite of his. New Condition, still in the cellophane. From the Pound Shop, Poundland. They do Blu-rays occasionally, if you didn't know. Not a great selection. It's mainly just Twilight stuff. But, you know, for £1, not gonna say it. For £1, it's a bargain. Okay, maybe that was even more cringier. And now we're into the PlayStation 3 category. Let's get started. Okay, I forgot about this. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit ashamed to own this, but Terminator Salvation for the PlayStation 3. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I got this so I could get the easy platinum trophy, because all you have to do is complete the 5-hour campaign on the hardest difficulty and you get a platinum trophy. Something I didn't particularly want to share with the world, but it's in great condition. Comes with the perfect Perfect condition. Instruction booklet, that's it. And disc is in decent condition. But the thing is, and I didn't know this before buying it, it doesn't work on my PlayStation 3. I get into the first loading screen after actually playing through the game, and it freezes for hours on end, and it doesn't ever get into the second part of the mission. And I had a look online, and it's not even the disc, it's just a common issue with this game that they never patched because it's supposed to be a terrible game, and I've played literally a couple of minutes, like 50 times trying to get past that first loading screen, and I can confirm it is terrible. Next up, Hitman Absolution. Yes, often considered to be the weakest entry in the Hitman series, but I wanted to play a Hitman game really badly on either the PS3 or PS4, so... And I didn't really have the money for the new reboot Hitman, although I really do want that because it's in a really nice steelbook with a slipcase on it. And I played the first mission because it's free on PlayStation 4. It's quite fun. Anyway, I also got Tron Legacy at the same... Tron Evolution, sorry, that's I'm talking about the film there. I remember the dude having this on Xbox 360 when it came out. I played a bit of it, it was really fun. But played it a bit again on this, and it's alright. It's a bit difficult and the checkpoints aren't exactly great, so it becomes a bit frustrating. I have to thank Kathleen for these two because she actually very kindly bought me these two. Didn't even have to beg. So, thanks Kathleen. Yeah, she's not here today, she actually kind of has a life. Games! Anyway, next up we have probably my favourite addition to my collection out of the PlayStation games, Oblivion 5th Anniversary Edition. The Elder Scrolls 4, that is. The one before Skyrim. I haven't actually played it, believe it or not. And I've always wanted to get it on PS3. I didn't even know this edition existed. I think it's the only edition on PS3 in the UK, PAL edition, that actually has a decent spine to it with the actual logo and everything, because the other ones are just a white background with a black Arial text, and it doesn't really look that pretty. Though it still doesn't come with trophies, so it's a bit of a shame because I would have loved it to have some trophies. Okay, this is my second favourite edition. This was my favourite addition to my PlayStation collection until today. Heavy Rain. Haven't played it again. I didn't have a PS3 when this came out originally. I really wanted to play the game really badly because it got a lot of publicity, as most of you will remember. This is a weird slipcase edition. It's all made out of cardboard, which is a shame because it's really flimsy. The spine is blistering away, which is I hate it when they do that. But the worst thing is, this had like one of those security tag protection things on it that went all the way down here, and it was completely sealed, stuck onto it. I couldn't have this big white thing on here, so I tried to peel it off, knowing that something bad was going to happen, because I thought it was a stupid idea to put it on there in the first place. Thank you, game. Proper tore it apart. And other than that, it's in perfect condition, I would say. It seems to come with all the leaflets and such. And finally, with the PS3 games, we have Beyond Two Souls. Again, I haven't played it. I know, what games do I play, am I right? Anyway, now we're on to the final games selection. We're on to PlayStation 4. And to start that off with, we've got Killzone Shadowfall. I think I got it for £5 from CEX or something. And I couldn't resist it because I think the Killzone, quite a fun franchise. Got really good gameplay mechanics. And something that's fun to just play every now and then, so... Dying Light, the zombie game. You can play this online with up to 5 people. I've been playing a bit of it with the dude. We haven't played too much of it yet, but it's fun. Another one that I've been playing with the dude, although I can't really get into it as much. Payday 2, the Big Score edition, which comes with a bit of the extra DLC. It's alright. It's not as good as I want it to be though. I don't think the gameplay is that great. Next up, we've got Farpoint. Bit of an odd one to include in this because I did actually do what's in the box on this, because I got this with the aim controller bundle, and it was a really fun game to play in VR. You have to have VR for this, of course I have VR. One of the better games I played in PSVR, really immersive. The PlayStation aim controller works near perfectly. It's so one-to-one with the accuracy and everything. It really does feel like you're holding a rifle. I just can't wait to get more games that use the aim controller because I did finish the campaign on this. And finally, but not least, final and last but not least, I always get that mixed up, Batman Return to Arkham. I'm not sure if I have shown this in one of my collection updates or not, but it's the remaster of Arkham Asylum and Arkham Knight on the PlayStation 4, and you can get it dirt cheap practically. It's like £10 to £15 for the most part. And I finally got to finish Arkham Asylum. I did have it on Xbox 360 and I got quite far into it, much further than I actually thought I had, but never finished it. That was like 4 years ago or something like that, maybe even 5 now. Finally finished it. Great game. I think I gave it an 8.5 or something. Just a great portrayal as Batman, and not to mention Mark Hamill's Joker. Brilliant. Probably my favourite interpretation of the Joker. And finally, on to our last thing, and it is right there! It was sitting right behind you all that time. And it is Star-Lord. Yes, for you eagle-eyed viewers, I do have a Star-Lord figure already, but it's more of a 3.75 inch figure. Actually, I think it's a bit taller, maybe like 4 inch. But now I have a proper figure, in my opinion. This one has way more articulation and such. Comes with proper removable props, such as 2 blasters. I like to stand him like this, but it's really hard to get his guns to sit on the little pegs they have. I don't think the makers intended it to actually give his legs stance. It does come with a removable head. It does swap out for this. Yeah, really cool figure. One of the cheaper end figures that you can get. It's a great figure. I have it up there from time to time with my Marvel stuff. Anyway, we're at the end of the video now. Yay. Thanks for actually watching it though. You stuck with me. I hope you at least kind of enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out some of my other videos. I actually started doing a new series as of yesterday called Good to Know. Bye!